Y'all know what that means. Fish! Hey everybody, how we going? Hope you're doing well. Turn that time back. What the hell? Oh, okay. Let me just try. Wait, I can't. Never mind. Forget what I said. Can't do shit. Oh man. Good morning there, Evie, everybody. How are you going? It's been a very humid week. It's been hot. Very, very hot. We did not like the hot. It was too hot. I don't like it. But here we are. It's another freaking Sunday. And we get to do more stuff. What's that stuff? I printed a scrungle today and I want to show a little bit of what I do. Now, problem is, I don't have gloves no more. But I have alternatives. So it'll be fine. Probably, sort of, kind of. But anyways, how are we all going? How are we all doing? I actually never finished Rabbits Go Home, so I'm planning on trying it on the stream. Hell yeah, why not? If you can't and didn't finish it back then why not now? I did actually think of playing some old games that I enjoyed as well. One of them being Super Mario World's Yoshi's Island, because that is still my most favorite game ever, and I learned how to play it through, but I wanted to play it better, because why not? Currently just chilling out because my brain is still fried at the moment. Yeah, especially with that weather, I would be surprised. Like, not surprised at all. Oh boy. It is one heck of a day, and we will be doing more junk today. So, let me present you what I have prepared for today. I got pretty far from my memory, but I'm using memory over half a decade ago. Yeah, that'll happen. Let me just switch over the scene. Oh. Oh, nothing's working today, huh? That is great. Hold on. I think I know why. Yeah, sometimes you just think about everything and then in the end you didn't think about everything. Just give me one moment. Crafting comes back. There you go. See? Didn't take long. And yes, I know, it's freaking Firefox. Ain't the Twitch stream without a... Ain't the Twitch stream without the technical difficulties. Never would be. You gotta have them technical difficulties, otherwise it's not a good stream. There we go, fixed it. Wonderful. See? Everything is back. And... hand! Yes, we still have hands. For some fucking reason. But, I have something to show y'all. Something that I just printed today as well. Grungle. Numb the hand. Don't numb the hand. It has acetone on it. But look, I made a tiny scrungle. And today we're going to work on that little fella. We're gonna paint him, we're gonna prep him, and we're gonna make him pretty, damn it. He's gonna be pretty. We're gonna make him very pretty. Because I was either thinking making him... You think that will stop me? I mean... worth a try. Sorry, I had a sneeze. But yeah, acetone. It's in there. It has all the nice bad stuff. You want to slurp? No, I need it. That thing was expensive. Ow. And it's burning my fingy. Shook it a little bit too hard already. Anyways, we're going to work on Scrungy today. Because he just freshly got out of the printer and I want to make sure that he looks pretty today. So, I'm going to show you a little bit what I usually do to make a prop at least look somewhat good. If that's interesting enough, of course. Because I always wanted to make like a big, good scrungle. I've had multiple attempts already. And multiple attempts also failed. So this one I'm just like, I'm gonna fucking try. Fuck it. That's pretty much it. That's the gist of the stream. That is literally the gist of the stream. It's like, fuck it, we ball. So, let me just scoot myself over so that I don't run over cables. There we go. Let's see. We have our scrungle here. What we need is, of course, firstly some wood filler. Because wood filler is actually quite essential to actually making this thing pretty. But I have made a few discoveries over my time that make it a bit easier. And no, they're not healthy. Of course they're not healthy. Why would they be healthy? I just gotta mix it up a little bit. Just gotta... Oh wow, there's so much air again. Just gotta squeeze out some wood filler. Also, wood filler is fucking expensive. $6 a freaking tube is kind of nuts. Come on. Get it out of there. There we go. Wonderful. With that wood filler out, we can actually start working on a splash of acetone. Just gotta splash. There you go. Good little splashy splash. And we're gonna take one of our more rancid brushes. This thick fella. Just gonna brush it nice and out. And then just shake this a little bit. First shaking a little bit. This is basically a process that I actually do when I make props as well. If somebody's asking why I'm not showing the conference call that I made, there's a good reason, because there's something in works for that. What does acetone do? Acetone is a chemical, so first and foremost, do not drink it bad. And the acetone helps evaporate quickly. Whilst mixed with the wood filler, it actually likes to get into the crevices. If you look closely, every 3D print has these layer lines, right? And when you just go like this, when you go like this with your nail, you hear this. It nicely sands on it. The thing with the acetone and the wood filler mix is that it nicely covers into it. So we're just gonna slide that onto our scrungle. Like this. We wanna go along the layer lines. And acetone is also very, very easy to evaporate. That's why. Using a mask, don't worry. I am an idiot, but I'm not that much of an idiot, of course. Although I am a professional idiot. Acetone melts. Pretty popular with nail salons. Yes. But acetone does not melt PLA. It still evaporates really quickly though, which makes it a lot easier to work with, especially in the context that I needed. And because I mixed it with wood filler, you can really easily get the wood filler in and then just later on sand it off. Yes, we will sand the little fella here too. We will make him nice and pretty. And for specific things, it actually acetone actually has the ability to melt off the layers off. For some specific materials like ABS, ASA and such, it is very nice to use that, though you have to be very careful with the acetone vapors, like I have to do right now. Because acetone vapors are not really healthy for you, so don't do that. Be careful with it. Now I can start smelling it. Not really good to have in your lungs. There we go. Just gotta slather it like it's paper mache all over it. Oops. I made him roll a little bit. Like this. Give him a nice little slathering. And then we just have our covered scrungle basically. The great thing about acetone is it, vaporizes really easily. I personally like it because it just goes into everything real nice and it dries off near instantly. Sadly, I cannot use it, really use it with, you know, paints. But that's why we have other chemicals. And please research either well or ask somebody who knows how to use these chemicals before you ever use them. I had to research a lot before I started using them. Now that I have a gist of it, I will gladly do that now because I actually have a fleeting idea what it can and what it can't do. And what it can do is make Scrungle's butt real nice and smooth. What it can't do is fix your lung. That's why I made that one episode about safety gear as well. But yeah, here we go. Scrungle covered. In his nice little Scrungalicious coat. This is just the start of making a more smoother prop as well. And no, it doesn't really hurt that much when you actually touch it. It's fine. Though, do not ingest it. Do not eat it and do not nibble my hands. My hands are stinky. Stinky with chemicals. Obviously. But this is basically the start of the process of every single thing that I build. Once I print it, that's what I do. No numbing. No, 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 no. I want you to be okay here. I do not need you to be sick. There we go. Nice and easy. Then over here, a little bit on the wings, and there we go. Scrungle. Now, what do we do next? We need to sand. And since it's already drying, we can use like the nice high grit paper. And we're just going to rip it a little bit off. Ooh. Yes, nom. No, nom. That bad. It ugly. It yeah. It nasty. No nummy. No nummy num nums. Get some of that fancy paper as well from M3. You know, brands and such. Supposedly it's good. That was satisfying rip of sandpaper. Why? You want another? Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Let me just go along the length. Nice, isn't it? Now we have 320 grits, which makes super fucking smooth. And we can just go over that as soon as it dries a little bit. I know, I know. It's really nice, isn't it? But I'm gonna do something that you might and guys might not like. So I'm just gonna swap out some tools because I do have a limited amount of tools always available. So I need to swap around every time. I think that was a laptop. That's not a good idea. Yes, it was. That's a bad idea. Plug it back in. Come on, get back in there. There we go. Take this one out. And we use a tool that maybe everybody has. Hair dryer. Why hair dryer? Because I want it to dry a little bit quicker. Don't worry, I will switch the sound off because I do not need y'all to complain about the hair dryer sounds. It helps with drying stuff because it is not as harsh as, you know, a heat gun. The heat gun would be a little bit too extreme, so just one moment, I'm just gonna switch off the microphone. Also, you will see my little guy screaming the entire time. Just remember, it's this thing, not this guy. Now that my throat is sufficiently destroyed, we can finally go to sand. As you can see, it makes it a lot easier to sand right now. Hold on a minute. I'm talking bullshit right now. Pulling things out of my ass. Let me just get something else. Here, have some more sandpaper ASMR. Alright, ready? Ready? Whoa. Here, another one. I know. Ah! Just gonna go another. Hold on. I'm gonna go ASMR. Oh, it's good enough. We will need that sandpaper anyways. So, just gonna give it like a good fold. And then start immediately yonder. So now 100 grit. Gonna go up and down. Rub it off a little bit. And then just continue. Now I'm gonna say immediately, this is not going to be the best prop that I ever made. Quite the opposite. This might be the absolute worst right now. But, as you can see, how grainy it looks here and how smooth it already looks here. You might be able to see it. That's why I do this. To make sure that everything is nice and smooth, or as smooth as I can get it, so that when it paints, it doesn't look weird. Just gonna go like this. That's a good slathering, that's certain. Up and down. Finally got my dinner. Ooh, what you got there, Rosie? By the way, I hope you don't mind me calling you Rosie, by the way. I've been starting to call you that and I noticed like, hey, you might not like it. So I better ask again. Roast. Ooh. That sounds good. That sounds actually good. Just gonna have like a good little scrungling right here. And then over there. Ah, it already looks a lot smoother here. That's nice. That is real nice. Mate, that's some real nice fucking shit here, eh? I'm alright with Rosie. Okay, wonderful to hear. I just want to make sure that it's alright. That's why. So we can just continue here. Over here. And then we can smooth him out just slowly more and more. If you hear something in the background, that's the AC running because it's fucking hot in here. As it always likes to be. There we go. And especially today, it actually did just like an hour ago, there was a thunderstorm here. Sadly, that thunderstorm didn't last long enough to actually cool the ground it was raining on, so now it's just bad. Careful, we got another storm rolling in. I see, okay. Thanks for the warning. So if the internet cuts out or something, y'all know why. It do be storming. And I'm just gonna immediately say again, this is definitely not the best prop that I've done. Quite the opposite, it might be the worst one. So give me your hand, little Scrungle. That makes sense. The fact that you double checked it means that it's double gold. Oh, double good. Ah. I started calling you that, and then today I was like, I have started calling you that, and you didn't mind, but I just want to make sure. I have burned myself before on something like that, so I'd rather ask before I do something. During the storm is the best time to update your BIOS. It sure is. Hey Rad, how you going? Hope you're doing well. I'm just working on Scrungle right now. I'm making a Scrungle. and I'm gonna paint him, and I'm gonna work on him completely. And since this is a tiny prop, I think this is gonna be a perfect time to do so. So don't mind me, I'm just, you know, doing the usual. Just sanding and hoping that everything is gonna be smooth enough. Uh-oh. You know it's good when airplanes start flying around. Oh boy. Gonna quickly close on. Yeah, please do then. The one in the living room, please keep it up. Because otherwise it's gonna get hot in here and I don't want it. Thanks, Nilton. Hi, excited to see the process of making a scrungle. Yeah. I thought I was gonna make like a quick thing today. But the thing is I didn't know what. So Nilton suggested, hey, you have that scrungle model, why not use that? So Nilton as well, always coming in clutch. And that's why we're making scrungle today. Or rather a scrungle. Depending on how all works, we might make more. Just gotta, because the acetone and wood filler combo likes to crumble. Especially when it's already been used once. Sadly the scrungle won't be throwable? Yeah, it won't be. That one would actually hurt. And it is actually very spiky. So yeah, this is like the very, very bare bones basics what I do. Usually I do like multiple coats and all that stuff. But I'm just trying to make something real quickly. So that I can, you know, start with the nice process of painting. Do you have anything outside you want me to retrieve? There's nothing outside. Everything that was outside I already put in yesterday. So nothing to worry about there. Right. We're having ads right now. So for those who are, you know... Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, I know. Take care. For those who do not have the time, or are just right here, I still have the stickers. There's still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 packs of stickers, by the way. Not many left, by the way. If you want some, why not have some? And they're pretty good too. Oh, that was just a hairdryer. That was just a hairdryer falling off its shelf. But yeah, the stickers are still available on the Etsy store. If you want some, support a maker. Support someone that actually makes everything themselves. And, you know, not a single bit of AI. Seriously, fuck that shit. Pissed off. I have a story to tell, but I want everybody to hear that. So there's that. Okay, cool. Wonderful, yeah? Just gonna advertise the stickers a little bit more as well, because I still have them, and I'm just like, yeah, I should maybe advertise them more often. It's coming down. Is it? I can't tell, because the window is closed here. Oof. Just one moment. I'm a schmiddle bit busy. Damn, that's a loud fart, honey. Welcome back, everybody, from Ed Jail. I'm here still sanding. Nothing wants me to show how much it's raining. Holy shit, it's raining, alright. So yeah, it is coming down pretty well here. It is really coming down today, what the hell? That is insane how much it's coming out. Because the window is right there to the right of me, so I can see that pretty clearly. It do be schmissen, yeah? It do be nice and schmissen. So yeah. Just gotta sand a little bit more here. Now, as I said, this is not going to be the best. This is far from the best. It is going to be maybe the worst. So I can show people at least the process that I do. Everybody of course has a different process. Hey Del, how you going? Hope you're doing well. Is it also raining over there in Spain? It's nice to have you here again, Dal. Oh my god. I'm already full of freaking sugar. How's the weekend going? Well, it's going pretty well. I can't complain. The weekend's a little bit, you know, on the schmissy side, but I really cannot complain today. I'm just making a scrungle from quote-unquote scratch. Oh, hold on. From scratch. And then just continuing on. How are you doing? How are you doing, Dal? Hold on, I'm just gonna turn off the sound a little bit. You'll see why. Gotta have all the tools ready. Oh my god. Thank you, thank you. I just came back home a while ago, very tired. Oh man, I believe that. Oh wow, it is like white outside. Holy shit. Are we gonna survive that today? I sure am hoping so. I kinda wanna see what my boy Icarus is cooking today. But yeah, this is not right now the rough of our little scrungle. He's not perfect, far from it. He still needs a lot of work, so we're gonna continue on that. This is why I have these tiny ones. A little bit nicer to work with. And there's always gonna be more and more coming. Very warm. Yeah, it is humid as hell here too, so don't worry about it. Just wonderful to hear that you came back home well though. End of ends. Every day needs to end with you coming home well. Otherwise, it's not gonna feel well. So, scrungle. Now that we have that, I can unplug this and replug the machine that I used last time because it was very fun to use. Okay, wonderful. Just gotta, this is how, it has nothing right now in, but it has a lot of dust in it, so we gotta make sure that all of the dust is gone. And it also just makes sure to see where all it still needs work. I also made a stand for that so that it doesn't fall off the entire time. You can see that the wings are not looking too good. And over here, this wing is also not too bad. Or not too good, rather. Then gonna go in here with the corner. Do you think Scrungle likes these kinds of catches? I don't know. I'd have to try it. But I do respect him enough to not always try anything on him. Not like you, who literally just throws him against the wall whenever you feel like it. No wonder he considers me more his boss than you. Even though you brought him here. Wonderful. And we have a kind of prepared scrungle. Now this is not the best that I can do. I would love to make this a little bit better right now, but that would take too much time. But look, he has a little bit of a tiny tail. Look at him. He has a little stubby tail. Tubby tubby. Tubby tubby tail. What you making? I'm making scrungle. I printed him freshly today, and I thought I was just gonna go through the entire process what I did. With usually everything. Honey, could you get me the water bottle, please? If it would not be too much of a scrungle, yes. You know the little guy that I have that goes thumbs up and thumbs down? No, not that water bottle, the Spitz bottle, pardon me. I should have specified. I don't know what scrungle is. Well, scrungle is basically a small devilite that Nilton stole from a tiny devil city because she just liked how he looked. And we have also stickers from Scrungle. This is Scrungle, by the way. In his costume. In his fish costume. By the way, sticker packs are still available. You can actually buy them on the Etsy store. Yes, I have an Etsy store. Of course I would. Why wouldn't I? Just gotta wash him off a little bit. Because although we did dry him like that, it still needs a little bit of a washy wash. Scrungling is a yes and from Spiral Knights. Yeah, if you know the game, that's where he's from. I just like to tell the story. There we go, wonderful. He gets a little bit of a wash too. Because even when you know, dry everything off, there's always some particles left. And that's why you also just, you know, wash him with water. There's a thing that I wanted to do as well, where I just say is like, hey, don't forget to wash your prints after sanding. But very little people would know that, so there's that. But this would be basically a paint-ready Scrungle. Basically. What we need is to prime him. Ooh, never seen a Devilite before. Do you want me to put up a picture of a Devilite? I can do that. Wonderful. Then we have this. Devilite. I'll gladly show you. I think I just found one on the internet, but maybe I'm wrong. It's a purple guy, most likely. A Devilite, right? Because that's the first one that always pops out. Open selector. Yeah. Let me show y'all. These are Devilites. These fellas are Devilites. And Scrungle is of the Yes Man family. That's an IT Devilite. There he is! That's Scrungle. Look at him. Look at him. Doesn't he look happy? This is a Scrungle. This is a Yes Man Devilite, by the way. Yeah, the green one. Yes, that's Scrungle. And that's our Scrungle. He just... It looks stupid. He is not the smartest. He likes to eat worms. I recently learned. But he's really, really fun to have around. So, we kept him. Because why not? He's small, he's cute, he can stay. Just not gonna do the purple. I'm just gonna need to sacrifice some of pain. It looks stupid. Yes. He's not the smartest, as I said. He is, how should I say? He's very easy to convince. He's like super stupid easy to convince too. Oh wow. Unopened paint. Unopened paint. That's a new one. Not anymore though. Just gonna make a mix. There we go. He just needed a few pets behind his ear and he was happy to stay with us. Yeah. That's how we got Scrungle. Just gotta make the area a little bit cleaner. Wonderful. Let's see if that works. Hold on. Gotta set it up a little bit. Well, that's not good. Hmm. This is not very good today. Did I not clean it well enough? Hold on. I gotta, you know, do some emergencies. Because the paint should be okay. Things like these will just happen after all. There's a needle after all in there. Okay. So that means that there's something bad right now happening with it. Just gotta fix that real quickly. Yeah, it's a funny squeak, but there's nothing coming out, and that's a problem. Which means that something's not good. Alright. Let me just do this on live, fuck it. Because something is not really right, and that needs, you know, fixing. Might as well just fix it on stream, because those things will happen. Then just go like this. This is also not like a very expensive airbrush either, so I'm expecting it to just, you know, fight a little bit here and there. Ah, the needle is very, very dirty too. Still stuck from last time, it seems. Then over here. And then over here. Yeah, I have to do some fixing right now live on stream. I should have tested it before, but I did not. Okay, this works. Then this here. And it goes in here. Over here. Then it's working again. Wonderful. This is why you always keep take care of your tools. You have to take care of your tools. Otherwise your tools punish you for not taking care of them. Just gonna put this over here. Let's see if that works. It's working alright. I think I'm gonna mix in it a little bit more with some pale green. I also just recently 3D printed myself a holder for that, so that I can, you know, easier just use all of that stuff. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. Because we will need a lot of green. Look at this, I'm making funny sludge. Shrek juice. There we go. Do we have something more white here to test it? Oh, that'll do. Wonderful. That'll do, that'll do, that'll do. Just gonna give it a little bit of a green too. Honestly, since last time I've really come to love airbrushing because it just feels so filling and nice. And I'm still not the very best at it, quite far from it. Because the machine that I have is also very, very cheap. And it runs out of steam really easy, so I have to pause it every single time. After I give it like a good coat of it. But he's already slowly turning more and more green. And that'll take a while. Usually I also put some primer on it and then as well just paint and then just sand over the primer and then do it again. But since this is a very quick scrungle, I would like to just, you know, do that. Do some paint in his ends. Am I leaking? Oh no, I'm just shaking because I have a lot of paint. That's the problem, brother. And just over here. So yeah. Painting is still the longest part of all. And it takes a little while. So I have a better idea. Before I just been spraying around the entire time here without actually having a good idea if it works or not. I'm just gonna do a brushy brush first. And I also just glad that I printed the chamber for that. Yes, that's the point. I just gotta clean it out a little bit, it takes a while. There we go, wonderful, let's keep it that way. But as you can see, looks a little bit greener than before, but I have decided let's brush him. Because in the end, brushing is also very fun. For nice rough coloring, might be even better to actually start with brushing, which I did not do because I'm a smartass and I am wrong like 20,000% of the time. So it's giving it a little bit of a nice little paint. God, this color is leaking everywhere, isn't it? So let's just take him, dunk some in, and give him a nice coloring. See, in this case, this is actually much better. Look at this, already much more covered and everything. Maybe I should have just started with that. Just go up and down a little bit, like this. Get his little paws. Goodness gracious, it's storming alright here. It is properly storming here and it's kind of surprising me. Like the entire week it hasn't done shit and suddenly it's like, today, yes. Where this idiot is streaming, I shall be storming like a motherfucker. And I appreciate it because I do like the cold actually. Far more prefer the cold. Oh man. Then we have a little bit of here. Wonderful, a little bit in the crevices. A little bit there, a little bit here. I know he has a yellow belly, but we'll get to that soon enough. And there we go, we have just a little bit more here. On his little horns. Just gotta paint a little bit here too. And over here, wonderful. Now we're gonna take care of his butt. And his little twinky little thing. Ooh, there's a little bit leftovers. We'll need a little bit more of that. Oh my god, this color is leaking like wild. It feels like it's just weird. It looks weird. Like, it looks like goop. It looks really damn weird. Look at this. It looks more like soup than it does paint. It's kind of weird. Acrylic shouldn't be that way. It should be more solid. And I even shook it. Which usually just should just combine it all, but it didn't this time. It's weird. I'm just gonna say it. Honey, your colors are weird. I don't know if it's because of their age or something, but they're just weird. They're like soup. Hey, Tal, how you going? Hope you're doing well. Thanks for the hydrate. I will quickly do that. Just give me one little moment. Thanks for the hydrate, Tal. How you going? Hope you're doing well. Hope you rested well. Especially because it's storming here the entire time. And I'm just worried that it doesn't knock out the electricity here. Due to it storming so well. Though I doubt it. It'll be okay, most likely. Just making a little scrungle here. A tiny little scrungle. Nice and green. Getting all of his wings and all. In his little scrungly glory. And now this hand too, finally. There we go, nice under his axle too. Over here. Over there. I missed a spot here and I missed a spot there. There we go. And now we just tip his tips. So far the color is really matching the one of the S-Men. Yes, it does, doesn't it? But we need to do something else too. I'm just gonna put this color in there. And I'm gonna switch myself off so I can... Hold on. Pressure out. So that I can dry him a little bit quicker. Yes, we are going back to the hair fryer. Yeah, just gotta replug it all. And then watch as my little knight screams 24/7, as he always does. There we go. A little bit drier, a little bit better, and he's actually touchable again. So we will go with another glaze of it so that the color really pops off. As you can see, it already is much more thorough. And that's why we have to do that multiple times, because if you only do it once, it'll be shy of it. I think is a good word for it. But on a second time, it kind of solidifies it. I know this does not, you know, go into the realm of painting or anything, but a second coat is always good to have on props. That's why I do always multiple ones, which means that I'll have to try it again. But it's good so. Trust me. Just trust me on that process. There we go. There we go. And then just dunk in a little bit more. But as you can see, the color is much more vibrant now than it was before. Like, it is a proper Scrungle green. It is a much more proper Scrungle green right now. And I also just like that his hands are really just holding him up nicely. Yes, you can't fall over this time. There we go. And then we have over here. There's gonna be an ad time very soon too. I'm just reading. There we go. Nice in betweenies. And nice in betweenies here too. Up here, so his head is also not completely unscrungled. I think for him this is actually a better idea to just brush him rather than, you know, airbrush him. But that's how we learn. You try and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, and that's about it. And now we have a nicely painted green little Scrungle. Look at him. There's still a bit of color there. Don't tell me that there isn't. And we have once again ad time. God damn it. Why is there always ads? I don't like ads. Nobody likes ads. Just one moment. There we go. And he is nice and scrumbly. Come over here, little buddy. As y'all can see, he is much more solid in color this time. Very, very colorful. The perfect green for a Scrungle. But he has no face. Yeah, that sucked. That's fucking sucked hard balls. They like majorly do. But there's nothing we can do about it. You're gonna paint another green layer on him? Possibly, but I want to get a little bit more forward today. Since I just made him today and I kind of want him to be like a one-day project. It's not easy. One-day projects are hard to plan. Because it'll need to dry and all that stuff, and we don't want that. We don't want the entire time to just hear, you know, following sound. Huh? We don't want that sound! So, just give me one moment. I'm just gonna go back to mute myself. Anyways, welcome back everybody from Ed Jail. I'm just gonna quickly switch my sound up so you don't have annoying sounds. There we go. And he's a lot more touchable again. Yes, it's basically a sped up process of the entire thing, but, you know. But look at him. That green just fits him perfectly as well. Just perfect right now. So, now I can just actually do the thing that I wanted to do. And I'm gonna give him a layer of some nice little green. This time, right, I have forgotten that I only have so many plugs. unplug this thing, replug that thing. This is why I would love to have a workshop. And yeah, I should drink something. Thanks for the hydration, Rosie. Because I would love to have a workshop for that, but then again, I'm only limited to the tools that I have, so I have to go with what I have. And for what I have, I think I can come along pretty well. After all, it's coming along pretty well already. Just gotta one more layer with the airbrush so that we can have like a very potent green. The living room is his workshop and I don't mind it one bit, just as long as he cleans up after he's done with the course. Yeah. And the thing is, the living room likes to stink a lot because of it after. But then again, that's what a hobby is for. I ran around my room's sweet stash again. Jesus. God, that's not good to hear. I'm sorry to hear that. Everybody's gotta have a sweet stash. If you don't have to hide it, it's even better, but then it's not a stash, it's just more of a just sweet hoard. But man, sorry to hear that you ran out of your stash. Must have been a really good stash if you had one in the first place. Gotta give it a nice little bubbly. There we go. Wonderful. And then a little bit on his butt here. And then over here. I just remembered I got cookies after I typed that out. So you're not that empty after all. Enjoy your cookies then. Just really indulgent in today then. Just really wreck into them today. Then over here. Nice. Nice. And then let's go to the wings. I have a feeling this color is not very good in the first place. Like the green is nice, but it doesn't feel as potent as say the gray that I had. Just feels very watery. Second I got enough money to make my own snacks, I'ma love it. Yes. You will have your own snacks and I'm going to celebrate the hell out of it. So, I think with that is enough airbrushing. Just gotta got it back. I mean, yeah, it's annoying that I have to mix all of my paints myself, but I can have very unique paints. Unique to moi, myself and I. So I'm just gonna do one thing. Just gotta... How are you now? Just gotta hold that down. Already smells really stinky. Nice and stinky. Just gotta empty it out first. Can't really do that otherwise. Okay, my goodness, it's just so much. There we go. That should do. Ah, thanks for the hydration towel. I will do that just in a moment. But look at our neon green boy. He looks of uranium. He looks like he has a lot of uranium in himself. Gotta just wash that out a little bit. Open it up. And then just put that in here. Put the lid up there. Where is the slit? There it is. Wonderful. Okay, wonderful. Now that we have closed that off, I'm doing alright. Have a bad neck ache and headache. At least our dinner was delicious. Hope you're doing alright yourself. That's now that it's cooled up a bit over there. Yeah, it's getting better, alright. It's getting a lot better already. But before we continue, Scrungle needs eyes. Our little Scrungle needs eyes, and I want to give him a set of eyes. See, this is funny. This paint is actually pretty good. It is not liquid like the other one, like it was a freaking shard or something. But it's actually just, you know, paint. That is proper normal paint. What the fuck? Anyways, let me just drink something real quickly, as Tal has instructed me to do. Hey everyone, hey Kona, I'm a bit busy so I'll leave you to lurk here. Hope you're all doing well. Hey Froggy, I hope you're doing well as well. If you're busy, just make sure that you got the busy stuff done with. Don't stress it, you'll be fine. And feel free to lurk as always. Thanks again for the hydrate, Tal. Kinda need it, especially now that I'm sweating a lot. It's not easy. But we still have a good chunk of time. And today, yeah, so we're just gonna put him like this and get some yellow on. Just gotta get like the yellow proper on. He's not gonna be a good Scrungle, but he's gonna be a Scrungle. There we go, over here. Nice, there we go. But yeah, feel free to lounge. It's fine. Feel free to lurk. I'm not stopping anybody from doing that. Neither do I want to, because life is always a bitch. So who am I to judge anybody about that? Let's just take the other one. And then let's paint the little bow tie. Which we can easily do as well. Thanks to Scrungle's wings, we have this nice paint. Ooh, it is eager. It is already pre-coming out. Then over here, and then let's just nicely take care of his bow tie with the nice little brush. Wonderful. Over here. Then a little bit over yonder. And we have his bow tie. That color is already so much more solid than the green is. So even if I painted green over it, that would have already really just kind of just countered it hard. Just gotta paint a little bit here. And a little bit here on the side. Over here, and then just get over here. There we go. There we go. Now we have him too. And then for the last. Yeah, I have to agree with Milton. You are very, very nummy today. I think it's because of the cookies. And over here, a little bit of that. Rosie is in a good mood, it seems. Everybody gets numb today. Nobody is safe from getting numb today. There we go. There we go. Wonderful. So that when I next freeze out, it's gonna be much, much easier that way. Are you finer? No, you're not finer. But are you fine? Yeah, that's the one that I just previously used. Dry it off. Get it clean. And now we're gonna plan the mouth. It's gonna go like this and this. I can actually pre-do it a little bit. Yes. So just gonna go like this. Yeah, that'll do. Right. Wonderful. So we're just gonna go like that. It's gonna be a tiny mouth for the Scrungle, but it'll be a good mouth one way or another. Just gonna make like dots. So I know where to connect them. There we go. There's something coming in my... Ah. These masks, I swear. Like, I want to be healthy and all that, but goodness gracious, sometimes they just have like fuzzy things in it, and then it just gets into your nose the entire time. But since we're not doing anything too dangerous right now, I might as well just take it off. But you know, safety first and all that stuff. So let's just... Then over here. There we go. Wonderful. I think I put a little bit too much on one of them, but that's the way it is. Look at this little Scrungle. This Scrungle is happy. But now, I need to mix some colors. Always gotta mix some with that stuff. Oh, wow. There we go. Transferred some over there. Now where's this big bottle of white that I usually have? Wow, of course I'm not gonna find it now. It's okay, I have a tiny one. Titanium white. Everybody likes titanium white. Why are you so creamy? What are these paints? This shit looks bad. Ugh. That felt disgusting to use. Like, what the fuck? At least I got the shade that I wanted, but Jesus. No, not yummy. You of all people should know. You of all people should know that this is not good. That is such weird sets of paints. White paint still surprises me in painting. It somehow disappears the quickest. Honestly, when you mix a lot of colors, then yes, you will. Nah, we'd eat it. If it was... goodness. Speaking, Gona. Yes? Yes, 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 yes. It somehow disappears the first, but also just appears the last. Like, you know you have it, and then suddenly it's just not there. I'm gonna have to, like, actually use titanium white. Because this is just... weird. Like, you would think on white paper you would never use white paint, but here we fucking are. Having to use white paint on white paper nearly all the time. There we go. Nice and behind here. Just inching my way nicely forward. Alright, have a good look there, Global. I'm just gonna be here struggling to paint a little bit again. Because nothing is dry yet and I don't want to use the hair fryer again. Even though it makes super much sense to do so. I think I should actually do that. Hold on. I'm just gonna mute myself again. But before that I have to do this and that. There we go. Nice and easy. Then I have to replug everything again. See, this is why I would love to have a freaking workshop. But, you know, wishful thinking and all that stuff. But hey, at least Scrungle gets done. That's the important part. There we go. And I'll be right back. Just... Ah, there we go. Hey, Samurai. No, you're fine. Don't worry about it. Hey, don't stress it. Happy Mother's Day to your mom. Enjoy the time with her best. How are you going, Samurai? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing very well after all, so that explains also why Froggy is busy. Maybe he's celebrating Swedish Mother's Day. It's all good, seriously. Nobody is forced to be here, so I would rather you have the time to actually check in than stress yourself to check in. So don't worry about it too much. First I gotta just go into these crevices really nicely. Ah, you know what? I have an idea. Seems like I'll have to repaint it anyways. Oh well. Live and learn, as it always says. Just gotta go in the back here. Try not to paint too much on the bow tie. Oh my god, I gotta get it a little bit closer, hold on. There we go, nice. Nice, that is much better now. Sadly, he's too fragile to throw. Yeah, I'm making a new Scrungle. I'm making another Scrungle, rather. But he is not throwable. He is ever watching, ever wanting, yearning for freedom. And he'll get it, eventually. So I'm just gonna give him a new mouth. Just gotta a little bit here. There we go. I think I did it wrong. Hold on. I did it wrong. There we go. We have a word Scrungle. He looks sadder than the other ones, but, you know, that is my own bad. I did him wrong. And that's something that'll happen. That is something that will just simply happen. But let's give him some better sets of eyes this time around. He's throwable once, yeah. Especially these ones need to be just, you know, more careful. Repaint the eyes. And now he looks very worried about his future. As he should be. He looks like a very worried Scrungle. He's far from perfect. Far, far from it. But then again, I have to be honest. The paint is not good. But also, my sanding job today is fucking shite. No, he needs his signature smile. I'll make that. Don't worry, don't worry. I'll somehow get to it. Just give me one moment. There we go. Much better. He got a little bit of his smile back. So yeah. Here we have a Scrungle. Now next we're going to be using varnish then after, but that still needs to dry and all that stuff. So we have a little bit of time left. So I'm going to take a quick 10-minute break because funnily enough, I have, you know, to go to stuff. So I'll be right back, people. Just give me one moment. Oh. Didn't take long. I just needed to deal with some business. Hey, perfect timing. The ad is also gone. Fuck yeah. So we have Scrumgle. Look at him. Doesn't he look doofy? Perfectly doofus. Little perfect little doofus that he is. That he likes to be. This will need to dry. So, there are a few other things that I still have that I can work on. Wait, where is it right now? Where did I put it? Oh, there it is. I'm just dumb as always. So, that was just a vacuum cleaner. He smiles. Yes, he does. Of course he does. Anyways. Fish! And we're going to work on the fish now too. Whilst Scrungle is basically just waiting for his turn to dry off, we're just gonna fuck around with the fish. And for this one, I have a little bit of an idea. We can choose... How about you choose what color this fish should be? Yes, you. So, what do you think? What color should the fish be? We have already a few colors here, but we can always put others ones. I mean, look at it. Fish. Fish. But yeah, I was thinking of just painting the fish a little bit then. Just giving it a nice coloring, a nice coat, and then from there on we could just nicely continue there. Because even though we have Scrungle today, Scrungle needs to dry because we just freshly painted him, and that takes a sweet fucking time. On the other hand, water is really not helping, I'll be frank. On the other hand, we still have a lot of other stuff too. So, I'ma just see. There is the white. I'm just blind. Like super blind. So we're just gonna give him like a nice coating of white. Well, it's literally been staring at me the entire time. Fucking dumbass Kona. In the end of it, we can still paint though. Just prime it with white and mix the color in on the cardboard. We'll see what you can do. Yeah, we can. I'm gonna prime it white this time, so that it has somewhat of a grit. And we're gonna do it nice and fishy. Just nice one side there, and then we have like a perfectly well made fishy. You can always just vomit paint onto it, which color stands out next. Yeah, could. I don't want to overpaint it, otherwise too many layers are going to ruin the fishy. Make this the perfect fish. The fish of fishes. The fishiest of fishes. Just one layer after another. Oui, oui. With this nice yellow, I mean white coloring. What the fuck, yellow? Why am I saying yellow when this is obviously whiter than white? It is so white, it doesn't white anymore. Freaking hell. Just gonna give this a nice little painting there too. There we go. Nice and easy. I'm just gonna paint his mouth too. Look at it, just boing, 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 boing. As long as it doesn't stop flipping around like an actual fish, this should be good. And over here, and a little bit more insidely. And we have fish painted. Le fiche. Play something French. There we go. So, whilst in the meantime we're letting the fish dry a little bit, how about some examples? We have maybe a beautiful babel with some rosé. A nice good combination to have. We could go after the actual route of actually green as well. Or we can just go with something really cringy if we want to. We can make like an art piece out of it, like a rosé fish with a slight hint of scarlet. Oh god, this color is leaking. Disgusting. Or maybe some yellow ochre with some flesh tint. Freaking badass colors. We could make an ultramarine blue too with some cerulean. Give me some nice little decorations. Ooh, wait, I have an idea. I have an idea. Hold on. It requires this color first though. It will require this color first because I was actually thinking of SpongeBob for a moment, believe it or not. I was gonna make a fish where it has the flowers on it too. Just gonna mix it nice first because I do not want this kind of situation again where it just all vomits out. Yeah, this color's alright. It's not too bad. This ultramarine is actually ultramarine, not space marine though. So let's just get the white off this one. And then just... There we go. Go over here. Dry faster. Hold on. Yes. Why did I not do that before? Air in a can. Brave Frank says, how's Scrungle going? Oh, Scrungle's going good. He's just drying. Look at Scrungle. Ain't he just Scrunglicious? He is a little scrungly. He's a little doofy. But he's our little doofy. I'm just waiting for the paint to dry a little bit more. In the meantime, I also started fish. Making tiny fish. Just trying to... He's capable of many werecrafts. He always has been. He decides to serve coffee though, which I appreciate. Don't mind me, I'm trying to dry the fish. Fish and Scrungle. Yes, absolutely. Hey Tori, how you going? Hope you're doing well as always. And today we're making a tiny Scrungle again. Look at him. Looks great, doesn't it? It's not perfect, but still, he could be better. And we're making fish. Oh. I just dipped my fingy into the paint, dang it. I will just try if it, you know, nicely covers everything as I'm hoping it does. So fish tail. Ooh. Oh, it does. Oh, it does cover how I want it to. There we go. Oh my god. It covers it real nice as well. Look at this. Oh, this is such a beautiful blue too. Life is improving on my set. I'm glad to hear that. Hell yeah, Tori. Shit can be only fucked for so long after all. But I'm really glad to hear that things are actually improving finally. After how long now? Must have been a nightmare. Oh my god, come on. Ooh. Get his beard too. There we go, nice and easy. Oh yes. Oh, this is such a good blue color. Holy fuck. I'm actually really glad I chose that. Nice. Oh yes. It is really wonderful to hear that life is finally improving on your side. Especially with all the stuff that you've gone through. I'm not gonna say it out loud, of course. It's really nice to hear that things are just improving on your end. Oh wow. And now we have blue. Blue. Oh man. When colors like this just happen, where it just nicely covers everything, it's just fun. It just immediately becomes fun. Give me that color. I want a little bit more of that dark. Ah, I need to get some more out. Oh, where'd I chuck it now? Yes, there it is. Blue. Yes, blue. We like the blue. And it's a very, very gorgeous blue too. I mean, look how it covers. Just, oh. Just gotta paint in between all of its things now. And the spots that I haven't painted yet too. Because this is such a nice blue. I really wanted that. I really needed a good color like that, where it just nicely covers. Over here a little bit, over yonder a little bit. Gonna leave that for later then a little bit, so that you can nicely dry over here. Nice. I have a good idea for this one. I just remembered on Wednesday coming up, my older sibling convinced me to help them in exchange for free breakfast. Ooh. I mean, it's free breakfast. It's calming or rather energetic. It is both, you can say. It is pretty much both. Blue has such a nice way of just doing both. Scramble time. But that blue is just really, really good. Like, with all the colors that I had today, that blue is just like, oh, it just really hits nice. And for that to dry, and I want to like paint these, you know, those kind of flowers that I wanted to do on Icarus as well. But I'm gonna wait on that just a little longer, because I really want that to be like a gorgeously blue. But first I gotta repaint his eyes. There we go. Wonderful. For a free breakfast though, you know how expensive a breakfast can be these days anyway, so if it's like not too much, where it's manageable, then yes, I would definitely take that deal. But if it's like something like moving and shit, then it's kind of a given that you should get like free breakfast or something. Just gotta redraw all of the mouthies. It's a Greg's cheap but good. Ooh. I would not know Greg's. Greg's is not a thing that we have here. But I think I've heard of it. Just gotta focus a little bit. Sorry for the silence. There we go. And over here. Then over here the last one. There we go. His mouthy is much better now. Once everything dries, I'm gonna put like a good coat of varnish on it too. But yeah, what is Greg's? Like, is it like a pure breakfast thing, or is it like is it like an auto grill? At least what we have here, where you just, you know, drive along the highway and then there's like, oh, there's a Greg's, I guess. Cause I wouldn't know. Greg's is not a thing here. We should be careful with the touching. I have paint all over my fingers. There we go. Greg's is a UK food chain, really good for food and drink, best well known for the sausage rolls. Ooh. Sausage and rolls. Nice. Sausage rolls always nice. There we go, then we have him here. Oh, he's poking the wild splash, the fish. Look at him. And I feel like I want to be a little bit fancy, since I really like that blue color. I want to do something on the butt. Yes, Scrungling is getting something on the butt. And I know exactly what I want on his butt. Good practice. Yeah, he got a little flower out his butt. Okay. Little flowery butt. Got a little flower at his butt. He's a pretty little boy. He's a very pretty little boy, and he's gonna dry that way. Now, I'm just gonna switch off the sound again, because I do not want y'all to have to hear the fan the entire time. So I'll give me a moment. What is this I'm reading? I'm clipping every time he's endlessly screaming. I'm trying to dry off things quicker, but okay, go ahead. Freaking knock yourself out, I guess. Just gonna move that over here. I wish I had more space, but you know, that'll do. So, what we have on Scrungle was just a practice. Now we're going to the big leagues. Because these are also tools. Because I'm going to paint with them. As I've done before. As I'm doing now. Because it is kind of like etching. In a sense. It's like a very shitty pen. And that's what I like to do at times because it gives a nicer effect as well. I mean, look at this. Well, that was tough trying to laugh to an eternally screaming, silent screaming, night screaming. I mean, yeah. I can believe that. I can believe that, Tori. Sorry. You guys have very similar colors. I'm sorry. But yeah. Just a screaming little knight. Even though he's not really screaming. Except for internally maybe. But still. At least it's somewhat working. Then we have this here. Then we have a flower. There we go. We have one pretty flower. All because of a hairdryer. Yes, it's all a hairdryer's fault. Then we can just reuse that. Here we have one flower. Now we can use another one. We're gonna do over yonder, like over here. Just gonna do like this. Then we're gonna start painting like it's a pen again. But that's just how I like to do things. Even though it's a goddamn toothpick. Makes it feel a little bit unique, that's why. It is a very unconventional way that I kind of enjoy doing as well. Then over here. Gonna do this like that. And all because of a hairdryer. Yes, exactly. I mean, the airbrush is not much better. Except you hear the airbrush. Yes, I look at my VODs. There we go, nice and easy. This fish has been SpongeBob Skyfield. Yeah, I cannot unsee it. That is the idea. That is the idea, actually. To make it look like the Skyfield from SpongeBob. Just because I couldn't care less. I mean, look at it. It looks freaking cool, actually. I'm kind of vibing with that. I just need more colors. Like, we have purple now. We have thing. We can actually do, like, this rosy color as well. Oh, wow. This one's just trying to get out already. Hold on, that's a little bit too much. So I'm just gonna make like a half one over here. There we go. Just trying not to clicking to touch the thing. Ad break is coming out soon. Okay, thank you for telling us, Sari. Just gotta really just concentrate right now, that's the thing. And this is a fish that I printed for Nelton, funnily enough, and I wanted to make it real nice. And that idea has been flying in my head for a little while. So I might as well just do it, because fuck it. What's the worst that could happen? It doesn't look good. There's still effort in it. Still an effort in it. And that effort is all that counts here. I mean, look at this. Of all the tools that I have, I'm using a toothpick of all things. What do y'all think? Is this good? And also, what other colors would I be able to use? Like, I can use that neon green, that ugly one. Or I could use maybe something more reddish as well. What do y'all think? Orange and neon green helps too, yes. I think I'm gonna see if there's like a good orange that doesn't look like, you know, the thing that comes out by accident. Just gotta see a little bit, snoop around. Cheshire yellow, yellow orange. There we have it. Just gotta change it a little bit. Give it a little bit of shake. This is basically our palette for today. Wonderful. Ah, this is also a nice orange. In the meantime, as always... Ah, it's ad time, isn't it? Well... I'm just letting y'all think about it. There's still like 5 sets there, okay? Yes, I'm advertising my advertisement here. But this is actually a really, really nice fish already. I was thinking about making something in that style. But this time I think this is the best idea I could do with that. And I think nothing could be better fitting than a goddamn fish. I mean, might as well, right? It's a goddamn fish. What's more fishing than the SpongeBob Skyfield than a goddamn fish, right? It's a goddamn fish, I know. It's just nice. Just gotta think of how it's angled, because I have to paint in 3D. Breaking news! The fish in the sky has been Skyfield! He now has flowers of all colors! Welcome back for an Agile, everybody. Hope you're doing well. Hope you got yourself something nice as well. I've just been here painting the fish like it is a living SpongeBob episode. And honestly, it looks really nice. That's actually a great idea. So, we have now orange too. And I think in the back I'm gonna do green. Or rather down there as well. Because look at it. Ah, looks actually gorgeous. I think I'm gonna do like green here. I would need like something stronger than that green though. Or just maybe shake that green properly first. Because it looks like freaking toxic sludge. That's what. And it leaks. It's... How the fuck does paint leak? It's insane. And yeah, for everybody that wants to know, it's just a toothpick, by the way. That is how I paint all of the flowers on right now. It's a fucking toothpick. Nice. It's a fucking toothpick. I don't need a expensive feather or something. I just need a toothpick and a can-do attitude. There we go. There we go. Oh, yes. It is nice and connecting as well. There we go, wonderful. And then let's just try and continue this yellow, this orange here. Gotta be a little bit careful, because there is still wet paint on one side. This is really not easy actually, you know. Hold on. Yes. If it is the sky fish, it might as well just have all the sky features. Then over here. And then a big connector here. Doesn't have to be perfect, because how often are things perfect in the first place? Never. Oh yeah, this actually turned out well now. It is nice and connecting now to the other side too. You actually put something in the back here, but first it needs to just dry off a little bit. So I can actually let it dry here. In the meantime, awesome. And now we can go back to our little Scrungling boy. Gonna take the big fella. Dry it off, and then use some of that paint that I mixed to give it a little bit more of that color. Because now it should be much more covering. Yes, it is. Alright, look at the belly on this fella. Oh, this fella is having the time of his life. It's like they're giving him scritchies the entire time. Then we have over here. Then we turn him around a little bit, because I need to go over here a little bit, and then underneath his bow tie. Time for the third makeover. Yes, it is. But this time we're going to be a bit more careful to not cover over stuff, because this is kind of the final one now. I would love this to be the final one, rather. But his belly is already looking quite great. Hey Icarus, how you going? Hope you're doing well. We're making Scrungle, and we're making a SpongeBob fish. What do you think of them? What do you think of them? Don't they look great? I'm actually really happy about the fish right now. It looks so gorgeous. But how are you going, Icarus? I know you've been resting up today, so I hope your rest is going well. Because, you know, one part of training is also resting properly. So yeah. The fish has whiskers. Yes, it does. It has whiskers. All hand modeled as always, not ripped. I'd like to rip anything. Even less actually take models from somebody else, but sometimes I just don't have the skill set like the others do. But one way or another. We're just making another Scrungle. Every day another Scrungle, it seems. And he even has a flower on his butt. He has a flowery butt. Hee 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 hee. But yeah, this is what we're doing today. I hope your rest day is going well, after all. Because one part of everything, as I previously just said, you know, resting is just as important as the rest as well. Flower butt seems good. Like a good utility flower. Don't say it that way. God, I didn't think about that until now, damn it. Icarus! You're ruining the wholesome vibes that we do not have here. The ones that never existed, I meant. Then again, I'm not much better than your stream. Scrungle having a flower butt confirmed. Oi. Well, then again, Scrungle is more or less your doing, so I guess you're the one who can confirm nor deny everything. And yes, if you're asking, is that a toothpick? Yes. Yes, it is a toothpick. I'm painting with a toothpick. What are you gonna do about it? Call the police? What's the police gonna do? Tell me not to paint with a toothpick? Besides, toothpicks are easily available, not feathers. Feathers are fucking expensive, mate. There we go, wonderful. Flower but wholesome vibes, absolutely. The Scrungle Spore Saga. Especially with the recent update that came out of now Spiral Knights as well, huh? Where everything is just, you know, pedals and all that stuff. Pedal to the metal. Okay, I'm just gonna turn you around gently. And I'm hoping no flowers are, you know, getting hurt in that sense. Yes. Okay, wonderful. No flowers are being harmed right now. That is something I was a little bit afraid of. And now we're going to make like a bigger flower here. Imagine if Devilites were actually, you know, spores. Chance for your knight to always become a Devilite. I forgot it was still going. It is actually, funnily enough. Is it just me or is it going a little bit longer than wanted, honestly? Maybe they're trying to bide some time. Then again, when do they not? There we go, and connect that nicely. Easy, easy. Drag it over there. Ah, wonderful. But yeah, that little event is still going. Or rather, that box is still going for some fucking reason. It's not looking as good. Like, it is a flak jacket. And don't get me wrong, I fucking love flak jackets, but I just don't like the lab style. I don't know, it just doesn't fit, in my opinion. Not in that universe, but that's just personal opinion, honestly. So then let's just over here. And over here. That is this one connected, wonderful. And then we can make like one flower over here. And over here connected to that, and there we go. And another one. I somehow made myself somehow decent with with some of the stuff. I don't see that you're not looking decent, honestly. You got a lot of people have actually much more flavor than I ever will. That's the thing, and you're one of those people. Gonna get like a nice shiny yellow. Do I have yellow on you actually? I do, but not on this side. So I'm just going to do you right around here. Doing well though. I didn't feel like it needed a recovery weekend, but apparently it did. Yeah, that's always how it starts off. As long as you feel better now than you did before, I think it's already worth it. And besides, recovery weekends are, as I like to say, breaks are mandatory. They're not optional. Please hold yourself to them just as much as I'm trying to do as well. And I am not much better at saying that. I am just as much of a hypocrite. And I'll admit to that. That doesn't mean that I'm not lazy or anything. I can be hella lazy as well. But I just need as much of a rest as everybody else. And honestly, right now, painting with freaking toothpicks is kind of calming. There we go. Then over here, just spin it around a little bit. Oh, this one's gonna be a little tricky, but I think I can do it. Over here. Okay. I don't want to accidentally paint the whiskers. That would be a little bit tragic. Ah, wonderful. Oh, this is kind of tight. We have the belly here, so we'll make the fin here. Over here and then over here. Nice. Make a smaller flower though. Pull it around a little bit like that. Like this, wonderful. Breaks are indeed necessary. It's just very hard to convince oneself to find the time to actually take it. Absolutely, yeah. It's just hard. Especially these days, it feels like taking a break just feels like a punishment rather than, you know, a necessity. But they're hella necessary. Seriously. Don't sleep on them. Or sleep on your breaks, actually. Why not? Since they're already necessary, why not? There we go. A SpongeBob inspired fish. Fuck it. Just straight up, fuck it. SpongeBob fish. Now I need to paint the things. Yes, oh. Need to paint the big ol' eyes. I'll take much less from that because I'm already regretting that I squeezed out so much paint. I feel like a waster. And then over here, let's first take care of this eye. Yep, that'll do. You're gonna spray some lacquer onto either of them to make them shine? Yes, I will. But I can do that after stream only. Because during stream, where everything is enclosed and not really easy to, you know, ventilate, especially in our flat, you know that, not really a good idea to do so. Just gotta have one more pinch. Man, this is making me nervous. But what do you think? Is this not the most SpongeBob-ass fish that you've ever seen? That was the idea that I had. It also doesn't help at all that it's still technically raining and windy outside. Yeah, it won't help one way or another. But what do y'all think? Is this not the most SpongeBob-ass fish ever? Get close to the camera so you can see. Of course I'm gonna finish up painting it. It's a pretty fish. Should I add it into the fishing pond? If you want to, that would be a fantastic legendary to have. The Spongebolian Skyfish. And we have also Scrungling here. Look at him. With him, I have a different way of lacquering him. Because we have acrylic varnish here. The varnish, of course, is, you know, not the interesting part. Oh wow, they still think. Anyways, I'm gonna put some varnish in here. And I'm gonna cover Scrungling in this varnish now. He will look like he's completely covered in white, but he's actually just getting a cover of varnish. And then he'll be forever shiny. First I gotta prepare the big one. The big one that I like to use, of course, because it still has a lot of the ultramarine point on that. But yeah, if you want to, you can add it. I'm still waiting for its eyes to dry now. But in the meantime, we can take care of Scrungling by giving him a nice coat of varnish. So he can be nice and shiny. The varnish also helps to keep the colors intact and just make it look better. Especially for smaller things like that, it's easy to have like these ones. I think I will. Well, go ahead. You're the master of the pond. You make the pond. I just provide it. And then just over here. The varnish is turning a bit blue. That'll probably be fine. A lot of things on my end just go like, it'll probably be fine. And it usually does, which is kind of funny in my opinion. It should not work this way. It's like, oh, it'll be fine, probably. Usually that's just an ill omen. Hold on, I gotta wash it out real quick because it's getting more and more blue now. Which means the bristles are getting de-blued, which is great. Have a next legendary fish, I guess. Right from the workbench. Or you can just make a screenshot or a picture of the fish and then just cut it out and then just put it in as if it was made. Like one-to-one made for it. Fuck it. I think I like it. Now here's his butt. Now let's go over his back. His little tail. And the varnish is only here to, you know, seal the colors. And to make it look pretty. Usually it does. put too much on it, then, you know. And also just likes to just make the color stick out a bit more. For props, that's pretty good. And it also just seals the color, as I previously said. That's the more important part. That's what I want from it. That's what I'm asking of the varnish. The existence of the varnish is simply just to ensure, god damn it, to ensure that the colors stay forever. I'll definitely give it another coat of varnish though. There we go. Over here. And the underside of you two. There we go. You get over here and then wait out the varnish. Fantastic. Varnish is always such a annoying thing as well, because it is very sticky over a while and it takes a lot longer to load. And it tends to be very sticky too. Just gotta wash it out here. That's why I like to just use cardboard instead of just anything else. I can just chuck it. He'll just sit here patiently, or are you gonna blow dry him? That depends. Do you guys want me to just scream endlessly or not? Because varnish is actually better when it stands around. Why not? Because I still have this one. And there's a few spots that are still not very blue, and I want to correct that now. Like nicely. Like really properly just make use of it. And then just paint over these spots here. The last non-blue spots. Here his nose, then a little bit over here. Looks like it looks like a living painting. That fishy. Fit its things. Down here as well. Then down here too. See, I didn't really paint it super well, but it was still fun to paint in the first place, so that's still worth it. Now it's just correction time. Then over here. And I think even the stripes are gonna give it like extra flair too. There. And then right next to the eye, there's a little bit too. There we go, wonderful. Next to here too, wonderful. There on his fin. And over here on his fin. This fin here inside. Then gonna let that dry. Now it looks like proper, like it looks really good. Okay, fine. You know what? I will, in the meantime, just blow dry this little fucker. Scrungle deserves it. So, it's screamy time. It is screaming time. Yes, I was. I was still muted. Because I found some spots, but here he is. It's a shiny... It's a shiny Scrungle. Look at him. He's not perfect, he's everything but perfect, but this is a pretty decent Scrungle. He's a very good Scrungle. In the meantime, I can actually just, finish up this fish too, because I can finally paint the back fins as well. That's what I've been waiting for the entire time, because these back fins I've been holding onto for a while. And then afterwards, we're going to be able to finish that out too. Welcome back, everybody, from Agile. Hope you're doing well. We just finished our Scrungle. Well, we finished a Scrungle. Look at him. Doesn't he look worried the entire time? Isn't he gorgeous? He even got a varnish now, so he's shiny. And I know, it's not the best, but he's good enough. Just like a lot of other people would like to be. And you know what? You are. Because goodness gracious, if we can't be just a little bit less for a while. It's nice to be a little bit less for a while as well. Just gotta paint the top of that a little bit. Then we also have the fish as well. Make that 2 props in the day. That's actually pretty good. Fully painted and everything, but there's a little bit that I see that's not really to my liking. Opa. Gotta fix some small white spots that we have still. And we will do that with the toothpick now. Because goodness gracious. So these spots are not possible with brushes no more. So that needs just droplets now. I mean, look at this. Isn't this just fantastique? Then over here a little bit. On the back. Look at this. I think this is the most coolest thing that I've made yet. Next to the thing that I built. Do you think your next triggers will be about proper use of a hairdryer in prop making? If you need something to properly dry it, use a fucking heat gun. Otherwise, just let it dry naturally. I'm doing this simply that we are able to work on this, to be able to work on that today. Best case, let it dry properly as it should be. Otherwise, you know, use proper quick drying things and all that stuff, because this is shabby. This is shabby as fuck, okay? This is the most worst that I have ever worked with. But it came to a result one way or another. I would prefer to let it dry over time, admittedly, rather than having to use a hairdryer to speed up the drying time. Even if I am very, very impatient at times. It is shabby though. It is very shabby in my opinion. There we go. No, it's not. I like that this already dried though. That's like really sick. Just gotta really give it a quick dry. I'm gonna do that with the air in a can, so it can quickly air dry. Because I want to varnish it today still. There we go. Now, here comes the funny part. I want to varnish it a little bit differently. And for that, I need something to put it into without literally just destroying everything that's on the table right now. Hold on. I gotta think a little bit. Hold on. There's good paint on that, so I'm just gonna... Now don't play with knives. I'm not a professional either, so don't play with knives. I just have an idea right now in my head, and I would like to make that their reality. Just gotta cut like this, because I need something to actually put that thing in. And that'll do just good enough anyways. Then let's go over here. There we go, that'll do. Some crappy tape. Yes, crappy tape. We do not need the quality shit here. We really do not need the quality shit here right now. Hold on. Refold it a little bit. Then over here, because I'm trying to make like a trough where I can put this thing in and just mix stuff as well. Whilst I would love to use canned varnish, I really can't use that canned one. I am trying to make a trough so I can actually just thin the varnish with some water and then just kind of pour over it as well. Whatever happens, happens. We're just YOLOing it here. We're just literally just like yeeting it. There we go. Then over here, because I would like it to have a very even spread all over. There we go. That should do. Yes, it should. Oh man. So, just one moment. I'll be right back. Paprika. I'm doing dumb shit as always because I want to try things out. It's like, what if? You see, here's the problem, right? That I'm thinking. So I'm just gonna put like a little bit of the funny juice in there. All right, that's the varnish in there. Sorry, Scrungling. Then I'm gonna put some water in it. Thin it out a bit. There we go. Wonderful. I agree. Thinking is a problem. Yes, absolutely. And that's what I do constantly. Now, if I mix it, it looks suspicious as hell. So I'm just gonna put this in here. And for a first test, I'm just gonna... This is actually suspicious as hell, so don't clip this. This is gonna be very sus looking, okay? I'm just gonna say this immediately. This is gonna be looking really strange. Hold on. The bottle is not warm. Bottle, what? Ah, come on, you silly bottle, you. Don't you start breaking on me too? Oh my god, it's starting to break on me. God damn it, hold on. Alternative idea. Put water in bottle. Simple. Why did I not do that? Why the fuck did I not do that first? Thinking is a big problem. So, this will be a big mess, and also very bad looking. We're learning with you, yes. You may be learning the wrong things, but go ahead, get your clips ready. This is not looking suspicious at all, trust me. But this is already working. So I'm gonna do this. And then just one more time, I'm thinking. This is like the most laziest way to put varnish on, by the way. Does it work? I don't fucking know. We'll see. The thing is, it's all nicely dribbling down. I've varnished the freaking fish the most suspicious way possible. Oh. There we go. Okay, everything's good. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. As I told you, this is gonna be the most suspicious way to fucking varnish a thing. But I did it. Just because I was like, why can't I just do that? Now, this is going to be an interesting one. But yeah, this is just an experiment now. It looks okay. Kinda. I can still give it some more varnish. And then maybe later on just dry it off. But, you know, we'll see about that over time. This has been the nastiest way I've been varnishing stuff. But it's not looking bad. I want to get rid of the bubbles. That's why I'm blowing like an idiot. God damn it. Seeing a little bit over here. Oh! That was a little bit too much. Wait, what am I doing? I have a tool for that. And you know what time it is. This is actually not looking too bad, I'll be honest. I thought it was gonna be worse. And yeah, everything just went everywhere, god dang it. But honestly, I'm surprised it's not looking too bad right now. Quite the opposite. This experiment has a failure rate of 99% and I hit the 1%. And yes, I know I have stuff on my desk. It's varnish. Get your head out of the gutter. Some stuff will look suspicious, but only because you're thinking it. IRL Gamba. I mean, yeah, sometimes you just gotta Gamba IRL. Sometimes you have to sacrifice some of your stuff to be able to possibly get something better out of it. Well, this will take a while to dry. I'm gonna put it somewhere where I can easily dry it. Hold on a minute. It'll be on the desk. Oh, Fiji, Fiji, Fiji. Oh, Nanti, Nanti. Oh, okay, I got it. Whoa. Okay, good. Everything's fine. I did the thing. You hit the 1%. Time to buy a lottery ticket. Exactly, that's why I'm not buying it now. Because that 1% is a 1 to 99% chance. And I am not that kind of a lucky person. I'm hitting the 1% because I wanted to. It's a calculated risk. And guess what? I calculated well. Well, we'll see tomorrow if it's actually calculated well. But for now, we have freaking this all over the table. This is definitely not suspicious looking. This is definitely not suspicious looking, people. This definitely is not what you think. Stop thinking it. Don't be that way. Shit. Stop. Stop. No. Don't. Nah. You know what? Just because. Checkmate. I'll take your cursor over there. But yeah, checkmate. What are you gonna do now, huh? There's nothing now. Prits mi loco. There you go. There you go. You have nothing to be funny about. I took the funny away. Haha, it looks like milk. No, it doesn't. It does not. Oh, man. Yeah, boo me all you want. In this case, boo me all you want. Because it's actually sticking. Hold on. Because I'm not gonna risk that one to be a reappearance. But that's why we have cardboard on the table. So I could do shit like that. But I would say good gamba. So it's coming to 9 very soon. So for everybody that's still here and that has the time, firstly, thank you very much for joining me. I always try to do something new every time, and it's not easy. I mean, I literally just printed this today, printed Scrungle today, didn't even prime it, and then just went ham on it. And it turned out pretty okay. Of course, it could be much better, but I still like him. He even has a flower on his butt. Yes, make fun of him. He's perfect, yes. As far as I know, we still have around 10 minutes until Icarus is, preparing his stream and is soon there, I know. And here's a question, because I know some of you might be interested to see how the prop turned out that I worked on last week. I am making a full-on video about that. It's gonna be a lot of work. So I'm just gonna pre-warn you. I may not even show the entire thing yet, because I want to make the entire documentation about how something comes from literally just a goddamn picture to a model to a file that can be printed, to be sanded, to be prepared and everything, and then the final product. I have a feeling that I can do this now with the practice that I've gained over the time. So, in that sense, I want to make this the first proper video that I ever made. It's going to be a lot of fucking work. And as I said, it's going to take me like at least a month. I'm expecting at least a month because I never did something like that before. So, in that sense, since we're still making crafting streams, and I still want to continue the crafting streams, they're not going anywhere, trust me. what would you guys like to see? Like, what would you guys really enjoy seeing me make? Like, do we go from the process? Like, we're starting from modeling. I'm just like an hour or two modeling, and then just starting to print it, and then we just go from there. Or do you just want to see things getting built, getting, like Scrungle here, just having it printed, and then just ready to go, basically, whenever necessary? I kinda miss your tailoring. I cannot tailor yet. That's the problem. Especially, how the hell are you going to put a camera on a sewing machine? I cannot do that yet. I'm sorry. What if you made an actual SK chessboard? I could, but I would have to model every single thing. Because the chessboard in Spiral Knights is actually, once again, a bunch of textures. They are not real. It's just textures again. Sneaky bastards, but honestly, Polygon Cherub is a smart fucking fella. It doesn't require a lot of resources, just 2D. I could just print it, but that wouldn't be as fun. Honestly, in my opinion, it would not be as fun. And also, we have all of these tools, why not use them? But an actual SK chessboard could be a suggestion. Anybody have another, suggestion? Since I'm already, building all the fucking junk in the world, I might as well just do something else. Because I really do enjoy those crafting streams. They're just really fun to have around, and it makes me learn too. I can basically just, learn from myself and just see how far I can come. Ain't that right, little Scrungle? What about printing one of your Helgens? I would not have enough filament for that, because I'm the idiot that would be wanting to print them 1-to-1 scale. And they're engines. They're freaking engines. I mean, last stream with Icarus, I did model a pulsar, and I was thinking of making that. But I would actually want to do like a small LED strip in it as well, so that in the front at least it would shine a little bit. Though I'm not sure if I can still do that, because the soldering iron, I haven't used it in a while, and it might not work too well no more. So there's that as well. Goodness gracious, I made quite the mess out of everything. And besides, I have the Helgen files on my Windows drive, which is not in my PC. I'm not dual booting. So I cannot just go in, take the one thing out, and then just, get the other thing out. I would have to literally just plug it in again. Pulsar it is then, right? I guess so. I would want to make maybe I should make a printing stream again, but I'm not really a fan of the printing streams because they're chill, they're really nice to have around, but it feels like I don't have to be there, and I kind of want to be there when I do stuff, including the printing. And I'm not a really good just chatting streamer. At least I don't think I am. I mean, what much would I have to say? I'm right now just sitting the entire time at home, just making videos the entire time. And streaming. But that's all because I'm having fun with it. And it's good so. I like it the way it is. I really enjoyed the way it is, and I would like to continue it. So, how about this? We'll make the pulsar next. And this time, I'm going to make the major processes as well. I would have to plan it out, where the electronics are, and don't worry, I have the electronics already here. I have an ESP, and that thing will have the software for the LEDs on it. Yes, we're going high tech now. Because I already did one LED thing, I might as well do another, but this time I want it to be properly usable. An extension so that I can plug it in and charge it, and maybe just, these batteries. This is one of the batteries that I would love to use, so that I could just plug it out and plug it back in whenever I need it. These are really cool batteries. And I saw that they are not sellable on Amazon anymore. I'm really sad about it. I wanted to buy 3 more so I can just put like in just props like tuck, and there you go. It's loading. And if they're getting empty, just plug it out, plug the next one back in. Easy peasy poopy squeezy. So I'll have to just work with these what I have. Sadly, they're really good batteries. Like they can survive a good hour or two at the very least. But maybe I'll do something with soldering, because that is something that I haven't done in a while and I want to do again. I'd have to reread everything. Maybe I'll just make like a small code segment. Maybe I will not, because I'm terrible at code still. But I do know ways to actually get this working as well. It's pretty cool. Because soldering is an interesting part of everything. If you want to have LEDs in it. And honestly, I want to put LEDs in my electronics. And I still have like LED stuffs as well. I mean, let me show you. Let me show y'all that I still have LED bands such. Where did I put them? But I can definitely remember having still some of these. Because it was a 30-meter spool of LED. There it is. There it is. Oh wait, that's not it. Oh boy. I make a mess now. Well, I cannot find the strip right now. I can find all of the other LED shit, but it's fine. You know, LED strips. You know it. You know it, you love it. That's just the way it is. But I would love to actually do something like that as well. It is really damn fun. And also, it just looks cool when it works. Nope, we have one more ad, I guess. I really don't like ads. So, I'm just gonna make my own ad here. The stickers are still available. I mean, this is still my favorite sticker. I actually slapped that onto my PC as well. It's really damn cool. And soon enough, I will also just, you know, make other stuff as well. And especially with the LED shenanigans, I would love to actually pull through with that. Oh man. I'm just gonna take one more zippy zip. Because it is actually getting quite hard. Ah, wonderful. We do like the water. We do like the oiter. Ah. And also, I would just love to model more too, because why not? It's fun. Modeling's fun. Ooh. I just needed to finger my compressor, it seems, because it still had a little bit of pressure in there. Would you look at that? A compressor having pressure. So I'm just gonna clean up a little bit here. Oh, this is holding it actually pretty well. I'll dry out. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back from Ed Jail. So I'm just making small preparations to end this section of the stream. Everybody, you can say goodbye to Scrungle. Scrungle is really happy that he exists now. Look at him. He's so happy. And I really appreciate everybody of you just being here. I know it's been a little bit more on the chaotic side today, but it's still very fun. After all, if it wasn't fun, why bother, right? Hey Koopa, how are you going? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I'm sadly already on the ending spot, but we're raiding Icarus very soon. It's all good, Koopa. Besides, how are you going? You haven't been here in a while. You doing okay, brother? I hope you're doing well. I know that things have not been very easy, but I would love to know that you're doing okay at the very least. I'm trying. Ah, that's all that we need. You don't need to do more than just try at the very least, especially these days. Especially these days, everything is just a little bit on the rougher side. I can definitely tell that much. Now let me just check something real quickly. Yeah, we're all with you there, don't worry about it. I'm at a weird crossroads at the moment. I hope that you're getting out of that as best as possible. Especially these changes is just fucking shit, mate. Now why the hell would you not work, you gooberoni? Ah, something's just not working on my side as well, so there's that. I'm trying to. I'm certain that you do. You're not someone that just easily gives up like that either. Just gotta refresh a little bit. It seems like it's not wanting to cooperate very well today. How cool. Hopefully. Praying to find something stable soon. Oh yeah. Makes two of us, buddy. Makes two of us. Really, that makes two of us. It's insane how hard it is to find anything these days. If even. Goodness gracious. Everything is just so fucked. There we are, wonderful. Okie dokie. Then I will be just raiding out to Icarus. In the meantime, I hope you all are having a wonderful, wonderful time. Koopa, I'm wishing you, of course, always the very best. I know we don't chat often, but I still wish you the very best. Oh, great. The tap just crashed. I'm just gonna do it like this. There we go. If one way doesn't work, the other one will. I have multiple ways to get to my goal. So in any way, I wish you all a wonderful, wonderful time. Stay healthy and please get ready to sit on Icarus' shoulder. I will. My main goal now is to find a way back to streaming again. Whenever the time comes, trust me, there'll be a lot of people waiting for you. And they do already now. It'll be a grand return. Indeed. We're here. I know Rudagi and the rest over there are also there, so hell yeah, you're gonna be okay when you come back. One thing at a time though. Focus on yourself. In that sense, hope you all are staying well, stay healthy, and please drink water today because it has been really hot here. I'll be switching over to Icarus. I'll see you guys around. And of course, stay healthy, people.